Hi, Phil Clodgo, Vice President and Director of Training with the Kai's Company, and we're embarking on a new project today. We're going to be starting a series of interviews, and I'd like to start this morning with one of the icons in the real estate industry. In fact, somebody that is so well known around the country that he's considered to be the chairman. I'd like you to meet Mr. Ted Pappas, Chairman of the Board of the Kai's Company.
Hi, Phil. How are you?
Hi, how are you? I'd like to know a little bit about the beginning. When you first came, you came from Michigan in 1955. I know you were in the Navy originally and a veteran, and you came to Michigan, or from Michigan here in 1955. What brought you to Florida, first of all?
Well, first of all, I came because of the opportunity. Florida is truly a land of opportunity. I've never lost that ardor and that enthusiasm for the palm trees, the growth, and what can be accomplished here. I've seen so many people become so successful, and it looked like the land of success to me, and so I thought it was a great place to raise my family.
Fantastic. I know that you originally were not in real estate when you first came here. Did you have the intention of getting into real estate?
Yes, I did when I came in, because it was one of the biggest industries in Florida. I looked all around me and saw all the land and felt that people were coming down here. That land was going to be full. And it is being filled year by year by year by year. And I thought they're going to need a lot of help selling and buying this property.
Why the Kai's Company? What brought you to the Kai's Company?
I started out by myself, and then I worked for a small broker at the beginning and tried it on my own. And I thought I had a lot more to give than just being a lone operator. So I looked around, and the Kai's Company was one of the largest companies at that time. And I thought, well, I think I can come to that company and give it something that it doesn't have at this juncture.
I know your history with the Kai's Company is phenomenal. You came in 1962, if I'm not mistaken, and you became the chairman of the board in 1969.
Yes, I was fortunate to make a lot of right moves. You know what they say, be in the right place at the right time in the right area? Well, my dream started to come true in 1962 when I came to the Kai's Company, and then I moved forward from a branch manager to the commercial manager to the general sales manager and part owner of the company, and then I was able to purchase the whole company in 1969.
Fantastic. You know, I've known Mr. Pappas for almost 40 years, and during that time, I remember once he originally said to me that all you have to do in real estate is simply get a buyer, find a seller, put them together, and you draw a commission. Do you still feel the same way today?
That's right. You find a buyer who wants to buy a piece of property, find a buyer who wants to, a seller who wants to sell a piece of property, put them together and make a big commission. What's easier than that?
It is pretty easy, isn't it? You know, one of the things that's amazed me for all the years that we've known each other is your tremendous amount of enthusiasm and energy. I remember one time, if I can say this, at a manager's meeting, you were in your 70s, and I saw you drop to the ground and do push-ups. How do you have so much energy and the enthusiasm never dies?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, I've always had a lot of enthusiasm for Florida, and I think more enthusiasm for the people. One of the things that really, as you say today, turns me on is to see someone who doesn't know anything about real estate come into a company, whether it's ours or another company, hopefully it's ours, and start to grow and do the right things and grow to succeed and exceed anything that they ever dreamed that they could before. Now that's like a gardener planting a garden and watching the great roses bloom and the great flowers come. And that's how I feel about the people. And I know that they struggle. I know they have a difficult time. I know all of those things go on. But when I see the top producers and those who finally persevere and come through the whole thing, it's so rewarding to me. And I can go home at night and have a good sleep and say, hey, our job is done.
Very good. I know most people do know that the Kai's Company is family-owned, but what a lot of people don't realize is that those of us that are within the company feel of it as a family. And I know that you're the patriarch of the Kai's Company and you set a legacy here. How do you feel giving that legacy on to your sons, Michael and Tim?
Well, as you talk about being a patriarch, the only way you become a patriarch is keep living, you know. And so God's been good to me and given me good strength and good health all this time. And we started early with our kids to find out whether they wanted to be in business or not, just as my dad did with me, and earlier on. And we so happen that we have a CPA and we have a consummate salesman. So as I said, the Lord provides, and,
Very good.
and that's how we were able to turn it down.
And you're really happy about what has happened and everything that's gone on?
Oh, this exceeded my expectations. Really a great team.
What advice would you give to anyone that would like to emulate your success, to be able to reach the heights of success that you have?
Well, I don't think I've reached the heights of success. I think that I've been in the right place at the right time and, all this kind of thing. But I think the most important thing that people who come into real estate don't realize that they have to pay their dues somewhere down the line. The ease of entry into our industry makes it very, very subtle and very, very undemanding for someone who comes into the business. But the business is really a very demanding business. One must have a tremendous plan if they're going to succeed in this business. They have to stick to that plan no matter what comes, and have to work their way through it. And only if they do that, it comes to mind, there's a part in the Bible in Joshua that says you have to be strong and courageous. You have to pay attention to the word, and those are the rules that you have to do. And then you don't look to the right or to the left. And then you act wisely as you continue to walk along. And I think that pertains to real estate, that you pay attention to the word, you must be strong and courageous, and you act wisely, and don't look around. Don't listen to anyone else. Stick to your own plan and move ahead, and you will be successful.
Self-actualization, believe in yourself.
That's right.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pappas, for the words of wisdom. Thank you.